Hello everyone and welcome to Factorio. I'm Par and I will be playing Seablock today. In the previous episode we improved this part of the block that produces tin ingots, and apart from that spent basically majority of the time just thinking and kind of planning what to do next with like the builds that are with our metallurgy, right? We want to have a significantly better process there, and we cannot, like, we will not be able to get there until we first like make the researches, and second we need to fit into the size of the city blocks. So for example, let me just finish this really quick. This and this one. Right. So for example, this block that, like, this one that produces iron, we are short on iron. We have iron shortages. And we want to improve them. So now it doesn't look that bad because I guess we don't have a need for steel anymore. So this part backed up and it's kind of looking pretty good, to be honest. However, even now, you can see that we are not producing two full belts. I'm actually a bit surprised why that is the case, because I would assume that both of these belts should be symmetrical. I don't understand what's the problem here. Why? Why we don't have a full belt here? Maybe the sides are a little bit... Okay, I'm not sure. I am actually not sure what might be causing this. Oh, right, I know. Because we could be getting some extra things from this side occasionally. And that's what... No, I don't believe what I'm saying. I don't understand why these two builds... why the top build has some spaces in here. This is looking good. This... are looking good. Yeah, it's a bit strange. It's okay. So what we are doing? We want to improve this part. First of all, let's take a look at COOLANT. We will need to use have like some COOLANT. We'll need to produce it. And let's try to first maybe... Well, we cannot use ceramic filtering even though we really, like, I really want to use that one. I don't feel like now is a good time for that. Let's use worse coolant for now. How much will we need? We will not need a lot of charcoal, actually. So maybe it's okay. Maybe let's really use this coolant. Yeah, the charcoal one. Right. The important part, though, is that we need to... We'll be getting coolant from used coolant, and used coolant we will get from a hotter used coolant, and this one will come from here, this one will come from here, and this one this coolant is coming from here. So it's exactly same coolant, I want to say. Used coolant. I'm not sure I understand why this didn't link to each other. Why they're considered to be like different kinds of coolant. No, maybe let's try and do this here. So if I use this process, come from here, this will come from here, and this will be like our hot coolant. Oh, look at this. Now it actually worked. So we need 37 extra used coolant, which we cannot get, but we can produce this like regular one. Let's say we will be 170. No, 80. Right, 80% of coolant will be used, and the remaining one will come from this process, from this part. The thing is, we need coolant not only for this block, but also for this, for this one. Here we need 75. Here we need 150. So we need 50% more. So if we scaled it to 50% more, we can no longer use a single coolant tower for that. Okay, interesting. So, what is the size that we can use for a single cooling tower? Let me actually remove all of that. I want to build it as a separate build, right? I want to have coolant handled separately. 225, that's how much we need, I guess. Yeah. So we'll have this one, then we'll have this one, then we'll have this one. And one other thing. This will be 80%, and we'll need some extra source of coolant, this one specifically. No, wait, what am I doing? I want coolant. Coolant. This one, that is coming from water. And since the above one is 80%, let's scale this a little bit. I want to scale it to maybe 150. I want to make sure I'm using exactly one cooling tower for the build inside. Maybe 200. This is probably too much. No, look at that. It's exactly the amount that we need. This could be filtration unit 2. Or maybe even 3. I guess filtration unit 2 is okay. So this process should be able to handle 200 coolant. What if I use filtration unit 3? Oh, look at this. This is great. Do I have filtration unit 3? Filtration unit 2. Can I make filtration unit 3? Because that would be so nice. Filtration... It's supposed to be here, right? This one. Sterilizer. Filtration unit 3. Yes, we can do it. So look at this. Check this out. We can have filtration unit 3 with a bit of cooling towers. We also need to get rid of steam. How can we remove steam? We can remove steam. Oh, look at this. By converting into purified water. cannot void steam, can we? No, we cannot. So we will be converting steam into purified water. Let's do this. Purified water from steam. Well, let's say we want, I don't know, like 10 or something. No. 150. Right. And for that we need 1.5 cooling towers. Well, actually, these are different kinds of steam. I'm not sure we're supposed to mix them. So we'll basically have 1 cooling tower for each one of this. And we'll obviously have to have like base mineral oil getting delivered to us. So I really like this process. We'll be using charcoal filter that will take some charcoal, and this build should be generating quite a bit of coolant. Okay, good. Let's get back to the planning. What's going on? What's happening? Alright. We should do something with the swarms over there. Nice. Yeah, exactly the same problem. I just want to kind of in parallel work on landfilling these blocks, because like we can do it, right? We can do it. We are focusing on something else right now, so there is really no reason not to, you know, electric pole in the way. I guess this one. Okay, now it got applied nicely. I want to landfill this block because I still haven't decided like what exactly I want to do with this part, right? We discussed in the past that we should switch it to rubber, and we have like a to-do here, and methane into rubber, but I'm not sure because I kind of like this build for plastic. I will want to have it redesigned for sure because I don't want it to consume fuel oil, but at this stage I don't know. And the thing is, we could also produce rubber and methane here, and then the deliveries will go like very easily, kind of directly. Wait, they're not going there, right? Who needs methane? Right, this part needs methane. Here's the methane bottles. So we could actually produce something here as well, like for example, a rubber build could actually be here. Yeah, and definitely not there. So maybe actually let's do it like this. I will first build a new build for rubber, but the thing is that we need a lot of rubber, so chances are that we'll need to like multiply it like 3 times basically, like here, potentially here, but maybe not. We'll see. And this block we can, you know, almost forget about it. Not exactly forget, but it should be working fine. And we still need it for now until we have a constant consumption of rubber, right? While we are not consuming, like really consuming rubber, we still need this build. So we kind of need a mix of both of them, I feel. Right, let's get to planning. Should we really plan things? In theory, we could upgrade it in place. Like, look at this. There is enough space to actually make this upgrade in place. So, I am not going to plan this part too much. We will basically we'll break everything, but we will do this not immediately. We'll do it after some time. Okay, nothing is getting delivered there. We can remove basically this part. I want to copy this build because I think it's pretty compact. It's a good one. It's a good build, so we'll copy it and I'll place it as far down as I can, which means it will be here. But one thing to keep in mind, we actually wanted to have this the ground belt, and this should be copper. Oh, sorry, this should be charcoal. Right, charcoal will be coming here, and the way we will output everything, we will use okay. That's the plan, right? That is our plan. Let's wait for robots to deliver this part, then I'll upgrade it. Well, I'll switch the recipes, and once the recipes are switched, I'll just copy it like above over there. It's a tiny in-place upgrade, but it should help us, I feel. Right, we can place it. We want process iron here, nice, and here we want to have iron pellets. This one will be producing iron ingots. Oh wow, I forgot. We needed lime. Right, so we need some lime. How do we get it? Well, easy. We'll just, take it from here. Well, we can move it here, and then we can do something like this. Yes. Yes, I like it. Oh, wait, this is a bad. That's a copy from another build. We don't need this one here. Okay, let's see. Right, and we need, what exactly we need? Limestone. Let's request some limestone. It should be here. No, in the water. Limestone, right. We want 100. Let's get it. It should be delivered basically immediately. Because we fixed limestone, like we started exporting limestone in the previous episode. And where is my limestone? I remember doing that. Right, we have limestone. Right, the delivery isn't there. That's good. How much do we need it? We don't need a lot, so that's good. Since we don't need lots of it, we can basically, yeah, something like this. Why do I have fast stack inserter? I don't want to use stack inserter here. I want to use the regular one, because I'm taking stuff from the belt. Okay, but this looks good to me, to be honest. And because of that, I will just delete this whole part. So with that, we should have increased well, we will increase iron production by a lot. So this part, does it need carbon? It doesn't need carbon at all. And everything that is here, like 11 charcoal per second should be enough, which is basically the production limit of this block. It's like 11 and something, 11.2 or 11.5 or 12. I think it's 11 point something, so it's like barely enough, which is good enough for me, to be honest. Which is good enough. Right, and let's see, so we'll need charcoal to recharge the filters to clear coolant. Okay, good to know. Now, let's just delete all of that. It's gone. Let's delete this part. Also gone. And let's copy this. But a couple of times. How do we do it? We'll copy it here. And we need to set filter to limestone, right? That's what we want. We are getting lots of limestone. Awesome. Okay, so we have 1, 2. I kind of want to say that the input is coming from the right here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, look at that. This is great. This is actually awesome. Yep. We fit how many? We fit 7 of this, which is more than 2 belts. I think it's closer to 3 belts of ingots. Let's see. So if you use 7, 3 belts, 90, 7.5. Yes, exactly. So we basically have 3 belts of iron ingots, which is better than what we used to have, right? It is better. Are we getting? I think yes. Good stuff. This can be removed. And another thing that I'd like to do, I'd like to basically export this stuff here. The problem is that we have space only for like 2.5 belts, right? So after, well, not belts, 2.5 furnaces per red belt. So after here, we'll have basically 1 full belt. Right, 2.5, 2.5. After here, we will not have space for this stuff. So we'll need to switches, I guess, to the side. I mean, I could just do something like this. Doesn't require lots of thinking. Okay, let's do. We want input priority from the left, output priority to the left. That's how we want the stuff to work. Because this way they should be like prioritizing pulling stuff outside. So this is still not enough. This is still not enough. We still have more of iron. So 1, 2, 3, 4. After 5th, we already have to many of this. How should we do it? I'm not sure what I'm doing here, by the way. I'm just essentially placing random belts. Right. Let's see. So this, in theory, should be producing a lot of iron ingots. More than we can really use at this point. No, not more. We can use it because we have steel, right? This part will not be able to use the ingots, but this one should be able to. And we could actually add this thing here as well. Kind of send them to the left. Like this. Well. Some random stuff. Lots of splitters. I have no idea what I'm doing here. I just want to send as much things to the to the left lane, and let them go like here to get converted into steel. This part could actually also use an extra input, but it's okay. Now, what should we do with this block? Let's try and build it somewhere. Where do we have some room? Right, we have a full block here that we are not really using for anything. So let's see. Let's see, we have filtration unit. And we'll have two of this. Two filtration units that are giving us good coolant. These units will want charcoal. Right? They want to get charcoal filters, and they will return filter frames. So let's say they are getting charcoal filters. Oh, that's the thing. Should we do it? And I'm not sure. I'm not sure whether that will look good enough, because I could move it right like this, and then they will be able to give they'll be able to take the filters from here, like recharged ones, and they will need to place them there as well. How should we do that? We could achieve this like this, so they can insert stuff here. Here, and we'll have, oh, look at this, I like it. Right, that's how we could make it work. So this part taken from there, drop in there, this one drop in there, and this one taken from here, drop in here. Nice. So this should be able to recharge filter frames in here, and it just needs some charcoal input. It could be either this chest, which I don't want to use, I want to build everything, and we need to produce charcoal filter, sorry, not filter, filtration unit 3. Right? We need to be making those things. Nice, so we have this one done, this one is done. Next, we have cooling towers, and cooling towers are taking water and used coolant. So we basically have like how can I make them look nice? Okay, maybe like this. I'm not actually sure, because they could get water from there, right? So this could be the water that they're getting. Let's actually build cooling towers, because I don't think we have them. Here we still have one space. The last one for cooling tower. What is it? This one. And did our iron situation improve? Not really. We still have issues with iron. Why? Is this stuck? I'm confused. Why is this happening? We are prioritizing input from this side. Oh. I think I understand. So let's do it differently in this case. But it also means that this part could, in theory, be wrong. And yeah, it seems to be working a bit strange, I think. No, it's okay. We're getting to full buzz. So here, we are taking stuff from the right and sending it to the left. Yeah, this is blocked. This is working non-stop. Maybe that's what we need. 1, 2, and a half. Let's see whether this helps, but I'm a bit confused with what's going on here. So this belt is blocked. Why is that the case? And also why we cannot, like, we are not sending The fact that we are not sending anything here is actually good, right? We want everything to be sent coming to the left. And that's what's happening. And here we have 3 belts. Or it looks like we have 3 belts. So I think we fixed it. I'm not exactly sure what I did, but it seems to be working better now. Now, how can... like, what exactly is happening here? We are basically... we have this 3 stages, right? And the output is... wait. This is the first one. This is the second one. And this is the third one. And the third one being the most hot one. Okay, the other way around. This is third one, this is first one. So this is the coolest one. And we are getting 3 kinds of steam, for which I said that I will use these things. 3 cooling towers. Like that. So this cooling build is looking pretty compact to me, to be honest. One thing that's missing, I don't believe we have a use for the water. So the idea is actually to kind of cool off all of that water. Can we do that? Can we do that here? I think that would be a good place for that. Right. Okay, I think this is looking okay. 1, 2, there is a connection between them. Awesome. So this process should give us a lot of coolant. Wait, where is good coolant? We don't have good coolant yet. We have bad coolant. This requires cool coolant. This... let's move this one over here. So we basically want that coolant to come from this side, I think. Right, that's our cooling plant. We have this here, we have this one, and we need some extra coolant produced. We could just connect it with a pipe like this, but we'll need some extra coolant given to us. Let's set inline storage tank. So we'll have inline storage tank just to make sure that we do not import, like do not accept too much coolant coming from this process. We are producing water here, right? No, we are taking water as input. Okay, so that means maybe I should build this thing here as well. Let's see. So we want I want it to be kind of here. And the reason for that, why I want this stuff to be here, is because I want it here so that we have inputs kind of on the same side, right? We have lubricant here and charcoal. These are 2 inputs, I want them on the same side. That means that I need to figure out what to do with water, and I don't really... I guess we could do it like this, right? Could be okay. Right, let's say that's basically our water. And that is our coolant. This is looking a little bit strange, to be honest. I don't like how the spot looks. I don't like it at all. Can we make it nicer? Can we make all of this a tiny bit nicer? Should we even care about that? Is this good enough? You know what? Let's say this is good enough. We just need to have a top-up valve right here. Like this. And this should do the trick, right? Because this top-up valve should block this output. And yeah, it will work. It will work. Let's see if I connect it to power. Will everything here be powered? We also need some space for water, but I have a feeling that we could have water production just happen here. Like this. Right, we'll have water that is needed as the input, and it should just work. So that's our coolant build. Right, we're also requiring RoboPort. Do we have space for RoboPort somewhere? Anywhere, really. Ideally in the same kind of rectangle. We do have some space here, but it's very close to this pipe. I mean, it would be great if we could place RoboPort here. So maybe let's find another place for the water. I want to have RoboPort here. And the water... Let's figure out where should we get the water. Where can we get water? We could get it here in theory. Not sure whether I like it. We could have water here. Yeah, that's a great place for water. And with that, we should have our coolant plant, right? Like this. It should work. I don't know whether it actually works, but it should work. Nice. Let's just leave it there for now. Let's see what we can do here. We don't really have iron casting yet, but we can still prepare replacement, for example, for this build, right? This build is producing... I believe it tries to produce 2 belts of iron. Or... Let's see. And what we want... We have this part basically done. Still, let's leave it as is for now. Let's try to come up with something for this one. Induction furnace 3. Do we have them? Furnace. Yes, we have induction furnace 3. Strand casting machine. Strand casting machine. We have it. And this one we definitely have. So let's see. We have basically this process that takes 3 inputs. We want 5 of this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Takes 3 inputs. It takes... Let's see. It takes coolant from below and it outputs coolant also below. So that means that we want this kind of cooling plant to be somewhere here, I guess. We'll figure this out, this part out later. So let's move it over and try again. This build, if we turn it around, right? If we turn it like this, it will be outputting some coolant, and it will want to get used coolant from above. Used coolant from above. So that means that I probably want this thing to look like this. Okay, nice. Let's get this part. It's also kind of nice that we have. It's actually really nice that we have charcoal consumed from above. So we don't have iron. No, we do have iron. We don't have good process for iron. Maybe 15. No, we don't have any. So let me double check again. Used one is on the left, so this is used one. And we can basically send it here. Used one will go up there. We don't even need to have underground pipes there. And this is a good one. That means that we can move it up by one. This, right? Okay, nice. Nice. So we have a build. We have built this part, except for the input. Right, the input will be 8.8 of these things. Okay, that's like 6. That's not 8.8. 6. We need 3 more. But we have this machine over here. I guess we could place one here and kind of 2 on the side. Well, I don't want to place them there. Maybe we should kind of want all of this to look really nice. By really nice, I mean the way I like. How many? Have 9. Wait, actually, I can do it like this. Make it a little bit better. Right. Okay. We are getting it. We are getting it. Nine. Okay, awesome. And that's exactly how much we wanted. Right? And what it will allow us to do, we'll basically connect all of this. We can move it up by 1 if we really wanted to, and I think we do want to do that. Okay, so we have all that stuff here. We need charcoal given here, and that's it. We don't even need to do it. We can make it look we could make it look like this, but then we will not have an input for charcoal. So let's not do this. Let's keep it like this for now. And we'll have charcoal. coming from this side, basically. Or it could come from above. Let's keep it coming from the side. I think it would probably be better. So this part will be hitting iron, just producing a lot of molten iron, and this part is not researched yet. However, we have this build ready, so we'll take it and we'll try to stamp it here. Doesn't really work. So we want to have water here. Okay, that's a little bit unfortunate. I thought we have like an awesome build here, but maybe it's not as awesome as I thought. Okay, the problem is that we are missing one induction furnace. Let's figure this out later. Here, we want to uncoil iron sheet because I mean, honestly, there is no really good reason for doing that. It's just that we want to upgrade these builds in place, right? And if we want to do it in place, then kind of limited. Like our options are somewhat limited. Okay, 1, 2. Actually, do anything here? I guess like this, right? This connection would be nice. We still haven't found. Okay, let's think. There are two things that are missing. First of all, we need an extra. Like we need this thing. Maybe, just maybe we could use inserter and use this as a charcoal input. Wouldn't be that bad, right? It's still coming from the top. Maybe from here. It's still okay. The problem is that we need to fit 52 iron ingots into this induction furnaces. So 52 is basically 2 red belts. So each furnace, well, we'll need to send a red belt to 4.5. How should we do that? Just try to come up with something relatively nice, nicely looking. Yep, something like this. Okay, let's see. So the problem with what we are doing here is that we will not have enough. Wait, should I do it like this? I guess it's okay. So the problem here is that we need more inputs than what's available. Here we need 2 belts, and these 2 belts should kind of be split basically here, right? Let's try. Let's try and do this. We'll say that output priority is to the left. We want to fit these things as much as we can. Well, the last one actually doesn't matter. We want to fit everything as I think this part also doesn't matter. Matters only even for the beginning. We don't have to have this at all. Because what we could do, we could say that here the important part is that we are taking stuff from the right and sending it to the left. And here you can say that we are taking stuff from the right. Wait, not outputting, taking from the right. And I feel like this should be enough, right? Because this, like here, will take as much from that belt as possible and send it here. We might say that we want to say output to the left. And here we'll also take as much things as possible and send it there. And since this belt, this splitter is saying that input from the right, this belt will actually back up and the splitters will have to send stuff as an input in there. Okay, it's actually looking nice in my opinion. Right, the output. We haven't figured out the output. The output is 60 iron plates. So let's get those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll need splitters. 4, 5. And we'll need red belts. Right? What should we do next? What should we do next? That's the question. Right, the input is from the right. And after 2, and here we want to send majority to the left. Right, we need to fix the spot. I'll take in stuff from there. Past the inserter, that looks good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here I'll say that input priority from the left, output to the left. Same thing here. So it should be like sending everything. Like after this splitter, we should have a full belt here. Right, let's take a look. We want to have a water source somewhere. I want to say here. This looks to be pretty good. Source of water, to be honest. And that's it. That's the build. We don't have technology for it though. It's like a tiny problem. A tiny problem. We don't have technology for it. What is happening with our research? Right, we have... Oh no, we don't. Yes, we do. We do have red and green research, and we are producing some blue research. We have 300 actually. And the research is happening, so I'm assuming... No, I'm assuming wrong. I thought we got delivery of blue science. How much do we need? 30,000. Sorry, 3,000. Probably times 2. And we need 8%, right? It's 480. We need... Oh, wait, we are already at 5%. You know what? Let me speed this up a little bit. You can say that it's okay to request this with 400 only. Nice. And basically with that, our research is finished and we should be able to build this block. And we should be able to do that. I don't see why we wouldn't. Right, here we will say that we'll be using COOLANT. For COOLANT we have all the recipes, I believe. This inserter will be inserting stuff over there. Okay, nice. Let's copy it. And I'll try to place it... Oh. Okay. Interesting. This is the furthest we can kind of place it, but it's not... Like, we don't have enough space for this. What should we do? We'll have to remove this part. That's okay. This part can be removed. Not a big deal. We'll have to remove... How should we do it? Let's think. If I place it like this... Or I could place it a little bit further up, like this. I think I'd like it here. Okay, let's do this. Let's cut this. I think we have to remove this part as well. We'll have slightly less steel, at least for a while. Yeah, we don't need manganese for this process at all. So we are removing this one. Okay, this will not really be used up. At least I don't think so. So let's get rid of it. And I'm just waiting for all iron to be exported. Right, one question. Do we have lubricant in LTN? Lubricant inventory. We don't have lubricant in LTN. It's fine. We'll just use robots for now to get lubricant. It's okay, because like this thing can be fixed later, and we don't need a lot of lubricant for this process to work. Right, what's happening? We don't need this parts, we don't need this one. I would like to remove this stuff completely, well, for now at least. Right. Stuff, let's say it's gone. This one, it's a problem. Well, there are no problems. It's working, it's happening, just very, very slowly. And we can delete that one. Basically broke our iron completely. But that's what we wanted, right? We wanted to break it, to replace it, so that we have a significantly more efficient iron. We should be getting plus 20%, or like 15%, right? Because we can get 60, like 2 full belts of iron from 52 ingots. I think I accidentally cut the power here, so we can basically delete all of that, to be honest. Right, okay, so we did that. Now, let's go here and copy this build. Honestly, it's looking pretty compact. I like how it looks. Let's remove this one. We'll figure out how to connect those things. Shouldn't be a problem. I want to do, I want to like not have anything extra messing things up here. Right, let's see. If I place it like this, we will have trouble sending call to the right. If I place it like this, we should not have trouble with that. Because I want to send call over there. Actually, I don't want to do it here. I can just send it like this. So that's our call. And we need some water. We could have water provided here. And the call... Well, that's the problem, right? I think I found a problem. We don't have a way to deliver... Or do we? Power consumption? What happened? Oh. Right. Our mall is having issues. I want to cancel this construction. Oh no. What exactly am I canceling? Oh, I see. I'm canceling that part. I want to cancel the moment I stamp this blueprint. Okay, nice. So I think what I want to do, I want to leave a little bit more space over there. Maybe like this much space, because I want to send 2 belts. Maybe like this. Right, I think that should be enough. Okay, let's try again. So we'll send it like this. This is our charcoal. And it will come from this side. Right, that's our charcoal. It is going there. This part we'll change it later. We need 2 belts of iron ingots. Here are 2 belts of iron ingots. We also need to provide this build some water. We can do it here. Right, this will be our water. Now, we are sending some iron, not a lot of it, but probably okay, iron ingots to this part of the build. Let's just keep it as it is. And we want here to get... how should I do it? We need to send some charcoal over here, right? So let's just do it. So this is our charcoal. Here we are sending ingots over there. That's good. We need to provide some water. One other thing that looks like we are missing is power pole for this inserter. I'm surprised that I didn't notice it here. Right, because it was disconnected. It's okay. So we have some water produced. We need to get wait, what is this stuff? Right, I think we are supposed to have a clarifier here. Start to place it. Nice, look at this, it fit really nicely. So what I can do, I can actually get the thing, lubricant, from the side. And as I said, for now, since we don't have it in LTN, I will have to unbarrel it. Right, let's go to this part. I will be unbarreling lubricant. Right here. And we'll need some input. Where should we place it? This could be our input, and this could be our output. We also need output. We also need electric pole. Right. So this is input. This is output. Good. One other thing. Here we need to request filter frames. Right. Let's ask for filter frames. Frame. How many do we want? Let's say like 50. 50 is a good number, I think. Let's see what's happening. And we should get some charcoal sent over there. Nice. Just a little bit. We need just a tiny bit of charcoal over there, and everything should work. So this part is requesting things. Here we are requesting, okay, 30 might be too much. Sorry, 300. 15 should be enough. I actually want this to be active provider chest. I just want this stuff to be gone from here as fast as possible, as quick as possible. Okay, let's observe what we got here. Okay, we are getting some lubricant that is converted into coolant. We have coolant in the system. It reached this area. This is great. This is looking really good. And check this out, we saved lots of space. To be fair, most of the space savings happened because we are using just this iron recipe without the use of manganese. But I don't think the manganese is really a problem, right? We don't have excess of manganese anymore. We are kind of short on manganese. Well, we are not really short, we are not consuming iron. That's why we have this kind of situation. If we turn this, I actually want this to look like this. Let's see. This will be fixed really quickly. Oh, look at this, it's working. It's working. We are supposed to be receiving used coolant. Oh, it's just in the pipe. Sterile in the pipe. Used coolant. Oh. That's the problem. Our input is here. This is not the used coolant that we meant when we said used coolant. we actually meant this one. Okay, that's not exactly how it's supposed to go, but it's okay. We can actually change this a little bit to make it slightly more compact, I feel. No, it will not be more compact. I don't like... Okay, let's do it like this. This should be better. So, what I don't like is I don't like the fact that we have this like pipe that is out of the way and is like not really doing anything. And the thing is, we don't really have to have it, right? Because we could send it like this. Nice. And if I do it like this, it should be more compact, kind of flatter. This thing, I think I just need to clear this whole part. And let's see what's happening now. This is good coolant that we are getting. This is a good one. This is bad coolant. Let's wait a bit, and it should work. I'm really excited about that. If it works, this will be great, because we'll have really good production for iron. We might even... Well, that's the thing, there is no point in placing like 2 of this, because we don't have enough ingots, right? This build is supposed to be using 52 iron ingots. We do have enough iron to produce even more. Like, we do have enough ore to produce even more, but let's leave it like this for now. Let's see. And here we have it. We have a lot, like lots and lots of iron plates being produced. Interesting. Okay. For a moment I thought that we are not like providing full belts, but it's okay, it's looking good. So now, so check this out. That is our new iron build. We increased productivity of iron by like 15% or something along these lines. It has some issues, like this requester chest, right? Not the greatest thing, but it should be okay. It should be okay. So next, what I want to do, I want to have steel placed here, and this area in the middle we could use for steel smelters, for like blast furnaces, right here. Unfortunately, I don't think we'll have space to produce even more iron ingots. So maybe we can. Because another way to rearrange this, we could have this stuff going like this, and horizontally here. And steel block to be here, and steel furnaces to be here. And it might be easier to fit 12 steel furnaces here, to be honest. I don't know, we'll see. Or another alternative is to just do something with steel and then move this part out of here. which I'm not sure I want to do. I am not convinced I want to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, in any case, this is an improvement over what we had. It might not be like the most compact build ever, given our like size constraints. But I do not know whether I like it. I kind of like it. I like the fact that it's supposed to have improved our situation with iron, except that I still see empty spaces on the belt. We are not supposed to have those, so I don't know what this is about. This shouldn't be the case. Something might actually be done incorrectly. And I'm not sure what. Okay. Oh, I see. I see what's wrong. We're missing a little bit of pipes here. And because we were missing those, we weren't producing enough molten iron, right? And that's why we had these holes on the belt. Okay, good. Awesome! So we have... what's the name of this process? We are using iron sheet coil 2 recipe, I guess. Right? Yes, iron sheet coil 2 with coolant. And it's awesome. It is awesome. Let's see. To design iron plates block. Well, we need to still sheets, right? And we need to have I don't know. We need to have still blast furnaces. So we need to fix these two things. And I'm not sure whether we should be improving the usage. Like here, to produce even more belts. I'm really not sure. I'm not sure about that. Because another way of looking at it, we could actually have still smelters below, like blast furnaces below, together with iron ones. We could have dedicated, like the same thing, basically dedicated for steel right here. We could have this build for steel basically copied here, well, pretty much copied here. The only tricky part would be getting the steel over there. At the same time, we don't need it to be that large, do we? So we want 10 blast furnaces. And for steel, right, it's a tiny build. We don't need it to be huge. And it should still be better than whatever we are doing here, right? It got to be better. Because we have like what, 1, 2, 3, and 2. And here we would need basically 5 of this. Yeah, so this build will definitely be better than whatever we have here. I think it's hard to think actually now. Yep, awesome. So I will keep it like this with the lubricant. Let's add a task. Let's say deliver lubricant LTN, right? We want this part, and we are kind of working on this. I guess it's a good kind of task, good things to focus, good part to focus on, because we are really short on iron. And the problem is that I'm not sure whether what we did here is actually enough. I'm not sure whether what we are doing here is enough. It's okay. I'll think about it and we'll figure out what to do next. Hey, thanks everyone for watching. This was episode 148, where we basically started using COOLANT, the first time that we are using it. And I also see that I forgot to export charcoal. It's okay. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Cheers!